you'll be the first one to know. I think that I am trying out for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders next season. So
No way.
yes,
Are you
yes,
gonna try to get on the show too?
yes, yeah.
Let's go.
I know. I'm really, really excited. It's between us two right now, and then anyone who views this. But I am going for it, and that's like the best of the best team of the NFL. With
That's the Mecca.
it's the Mecca. It's like epicness. Like oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the uniform, the culture, the everything, the community. Like I am going for it. So I decided, and so I'll probably be moving to Dallas soon.
Oh my gosh, good for you. So that's gonna bring up another question. And like, so you're so we we both live in the same area as we established, but like so, and then you were in Atlanta and California, like so. I want, I cannot wait to move. So I'm still like in my family house, and like I cannot wait to move. Like it's it's getting to that point. But
Yeah.
like how do you have the comfortability, especially like having a relationship, like of just moving and feeling good with everything?
I truly believe you, and again, this is kind of like with my retreats. Like my tagline is like, "Seek what sets your soul on fire." And so like anything that gets me excited, or I'm like, "Oh, like that looks fun," I make myself do it. Like I don't care what happens. Like I'm like, I am such the person of like, you have to live in order to like live your life. Like you really have to go after it. You can't be scared. You can't be scared. You have to truly be fearless, like with what really makes you happy, because no one else is going to know it. No one else is going to make you do it. No one else is going to give it to you. No one else is going to do it. Like you have to embody like fearlessly going after your goals and your dreams. Like you just have to. So I just tell myself, I'm like, Hayley, like whatever's supposed to happen is supposed to happen. And like, you can't have any regrets. No regrets out here. You gotta do it.
No regrets.
And whoever's for me is for me, right? Like if my relationship doesn't work because of it, it just wasn't supposed to work out, and I was supposed to go in this different path. So it's like, again, that's pretty cutthroat for my boyfriend. I'm like, you better keep up, but it's just, we're all trying to live. We're all trying to do the best that we can. And I think like if you have something that you want to go after, you have to do it. Even if you fall short of it, like even if I don't make it or even whatever, like that was supposed to happen. But I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't go for it. And like I know I'll have support anywhere I go.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you're incredible. Like that's the mindset I have. But like I get scared. Like I get scared of like say I want to move somewhere else, right? And I'm like, that I want to go there? And especially like with I'm traveling a lot. It's like that's another thing. Like because I don't know a set place. I want to get a set place and like travel. I love traveling. Trust me. And like so it's so hard, But I mean, I applaud you for that.
You gotta go for it. And like we have the internet now, we have so many resources, like you're fine. Like honestly, people are like, oh, like what if? I'm like, yeah, but like what if it's the best time of your life? Like literally, like go for it. You have to do it. Like I think also being in the military, I have people and friends all over the world now too. So like I took like a European trip 2 like New Years ago. I went to Ireland and England and Paris and all the things. And like I was like with my friends, and I had my friends there and they were stationed over there. So we did a little trip together. I'm like, let's do it. And they're like, okay. So it's good. But if I didn't, I would still go by myself probably. And then I would hop on like an app and like meet people.
Oh my gosh. Well, you have a travel buddy. I'll travel with you. I like traveling too.
Let's do it. Oh my God. I'm telling you, once I get out of the military, like it's a wrap. I am like going around the world.
I love it. That is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you mentioned something in there, which this was actually, it's funny. You hit on the questions that that I have like ready, which is awesome. So your tagline is, where is it? Oh, I just wrote it down too.
It's okay. Seek what sets your soul on fire?
Seek what sets your soul on fire. Yes. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
So seek what set your soul on fire. That's your tagline. Because I was gonna mention, because mine is I have all these like quotes that I have on the vision board as well. And my top one is set a goal so high that if you achieve it, it will blow your mind.
Amazing. It will literally blow your mind.
Yeah, like you have.
Yes. And here's the thing too. I've read a lot of books, and I've been doing a lot of research and like just about self-development and like life in general. I feel like when you get out and like I'm 26, I'm not too old, but like I feel like I'm in a stage where, you start thinking about bigger picture things and like life and
Yes.
the meaning and like all those things. And I read this really interesting. Well, have you ever heard of Jordan Peterson? Jordan,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, that guy. He's like popping right now. He talks about like how people who go after what they want and they succeed, those little like seeds of like succeed or like successful events and stuff like that, they allow you to pursue other things that will potentially make you be more successful. So like it basically comes to the point of like people who go after that and achieve that, they achieve more and they achieve more things because they have that what is the word, the self-confidence in themselves to know that they can succeed and they can go after it. People who
Yeah.
like they don't go after it or they might fail or something like that, they might have more hesitation, right? Like it's just kind of like an animal thing. Like it's just we're animals. Like when we get, when we go through failures and stuff like that, we kind of don't go after things as forcefully. But so the thing is like to combat that is to know that like everything happens for a reason. So like if you don't make something, like go after something else, like find something else that's going to click for you, or like it's a learning process. Like learn what did you do wrong, go after it again. So it's like there's just so many cool things. Like now that I've accomplished a lot of really awesome things, I'm just like, why stop now? Like I'm about to become the president.
Keep going, you're
exactly, like
you're on a
and
roll.
watch me be the president. Exactly. It's fun. Exactly. Like you just have to be confident in yourself, and but in order to do that, you have to go after it. And you have to take those big risks. So I'm telling you, this DCC thing, like Dallas Cowboys cheerleading, scares the shit out of me. But honestly, I'm like, if I can be in the military, I can join this team. So I'm like,
yeah. I mean, it's a confidence. It all comes down to the confidence in doing something.
Yeah.
I mean, where's this? Here it is. I dropped the book. But it's called "Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life." It's by this guy named Bob Proctor, and this is so I read books, so I love reading. And he came up with I guess he's a big motivational speaker, but it's kind of the same stuff as what George Peterson was talking about, like like believe in yourself and like you can do that type of stuff, because when you believe, anything's possible, and like there's no stopping you,
No, stop it. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you for reading and like getting into it, because it is so important. Like sometimes you don't have time, whatever, but it's like those little nuggets of information like that I find. Like I keep notes, like that's like nuggets of information I've learned from books. And it's just like I'll go back and look and like, you can learn so much from that. And I fully believe like anything is possible in life. Like what you we have all the tools now. We have all of the tools. Go for it. Like go for it.
No, you're 100% right, and like, and it's literally just the mindset, and I'm sure the military taught you self-discipline, because I need some bad self-discipline. Like I do, like I think of like a lot of stuff I want to do, right, and then I'm like, well, shit, how do I like I get mad at myself if I don't accomplish everything during the day, and.
Sure.
So I made a list. I restarted like making a list. And I just finished it. So I'm like, I have stuff I want to do every day, stuff I want to do 3 to 5 days during the week, at the end of the week. So I'm trying to really follow this now. But self-discipline is a big thing.
It's a huge thing. And it's so funny. I will relay this also, and I'm not ashamed about it. I swear I think I have like ADD or ADHD or something like that. I swear. I'm going to get tested, because I'm the same way. Like I want to do a million things in the day. I want to do a million things in my life. And it's just like, I literally sometimes contemplate and I get like sad about it. I'm like, I want to do everything in this world. And I know that's not possible. Like,
you could.
Yeah. It's like, it's possible, but not possible. And so like, it's just, yes, I'm on my iPad right now. My boyfriend just gifted this to me. So now I have like this app called Notability, and like I'm trying to get like a calendar app to do the same thing as you're doing, like really get organized and just sit down and be like, all right, what is attainable today? And stuff like that. It's constant battle.
It is, and it's funny that you mentioned that. When I was at Penn State, when I first moved there, I'm on my own and whatnot. I'm like, I was getting mad at myself because I couldn't do everything I wanted to in a day. and it was just learning how to live on your own. And so
Yeah.
I was doing like a work study program with the people in communications, and the lady named Brenda I was talking to, and she's a great person. But so shout out Brenda if you're listening to this. But anyway,
Ooh, Brenda.
see, I happened to ask her. I was like, is there a service at Penn State where like maybe they could help guide your life? Like you could talk about like how you can organize your life. And she's like, as a matter of fact, there is. And I was like, I had no idea. So I ended up going to this place. Her name was Natasha. I haven't talked to Natasha since I really graduated, but Natasha, I called her like my second mom. She was a great person. But
Wow.
it was funny. The very first day I went there, we had like I was just telling her about my life and whatnot, and she's writing stuff down. And at the end of the session, she's like, "Well, Adam, you don't have ADHD or anything like that." And I was like, "Great, I wasn't looking for that." But it turns out she was a therapist. I had no idea, so I accidentally went to a therapist.
That is okay. Oh my God, that's great.
But
so I didn't talk to people.
Yeah, and I ended up going to her a lot just to talk. Like she was a great person, but like she helped me organize my life a little bit.
I love that. I need to find that. There's people out there who are making a killing off of that right now. I see things on Instagram all the time. It's like ADHD. It's like ADHD coaching, or like how to structure your life, if you have ADHD, or there's a whole thing out there. I mean, there's this girl, she has a company. She helps entrepreneurs who have ADHD, and you know how like everyone names their followers, and so like kind of like funny little names, like, oh, these are my rock stars or something like that. Her followers are called squirrelpreneurs. Hilarious. I was like, this is me. I was like, this is me. I'm like, I don't have money to like pay for you right now because I'm investing it all into my business, but I'm like, soon I will come after you.
That's so funny. Yeah, go get tested to see if you have it. I wasn't planning on getting tested, but I didn't apparently. So, but I still have this like mindset. So
it's good. Honestly, it's not a bad thing, and I think that's the cool thing. And I might not have it either, but it's like I think it's an amazing. It's a gift. It's a gift to like want to create and to give back and like to be dedicated. So dedicated, you want to spend 24/7 doing something.
Yeah.
I think it's a gift.
It's like the mindset is how I always want to talk to someone or leave a conversation, no matter who I'm. I always like to show. You show me respect, I show you respect. That's how I don't care what you are, what you believe in, whatnot. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. But how I always like to leave a conversation is, having to put a smile on someone's face. I think that's the coolest thing.
100%, and you're so right. If you do that, you're gonna go so far in life. I honestly believe like how you make people feel, they'll remember that way more than what you do for people. Like
it's crazy. You don't think about that at the moment, but it's a thing. Like there's people like, I feel bad, but sometimes people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey," and I left a good impression on them, but I don't remember them. I feel bad, and then I eventually do.
Right, exactly. It is a beautiful thing, and I think if more people looked at it that way, like you can get so much. I've literally made my entire life through like relationships, genuine, honest relationships, through mentorship, through from coaching, from anything. Like you have to build those relationships. Those are so much more important than like hard skills. I honestly believe. Like I think it's important to know those, but like if you can genuinely bring people together, be a good leader, be a good person, like people just want to be around you and they want to give you things. And so you gotta, be there.
It's about building that true entourage, that self circle that, you want to see them succeed as bad as they want to see you succeed. I like, it's about building that.
Exactly. And being genuine with it. Like, don't be fake. I hate fake people. Like
that's my biggest pet peeve in life. Fake people. I hate that.
I know. You can read it from a mile away. And like sometimes I'll catch myself trying to be like nicer than or like honestly, like even coming into this, whenever I do podcasts, I'm like, okay, how am I feeling today? I'm going to give them my most honest self. Like, this is who I am right now. Like, I'm a little hungry. I just had tea, whatever. Like, it's just like, you just have to be your honest self, and people appreciate that more too. Like, if you're very honest and you're very genuine and you really care, you're good to go. You're good to go.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is, so I that same post I was reading on your Instagram. It was when you were in the military, and you said your famous line, be fearless in pursuit of what, set your soul on fire.
Yes.
So it also said that at that time, you just, like 3 years prior, you decided to change your mindset and values. what was the ultimate, like, shit, I gotta, start doing this. Like, what was the mindset that you wanted to change?